expanding our fiber to home and so on. I mean, I think it's just a remarkable story. I mean, a story of resilience and performance. And I believe that, our performance during this very difficult period will be a good example for future generations to show how perhaps maybe the most vulnerable country in the world, and I know at one point we were assessed as the second most vulnerable country in the world, that we have been able to literally contain the virus and to control the extent of the carnage and to have a strong recovery. So let us understand that this is a challenge to all Antiguans and Barbudans, and the expectation of myself and my other cabinet colleagues is for Antiguans and Barbudans to rise to this challenge the way we know you can. And notwithstanding our differences, there will always be political differences, but let us understand that we all have to remain loyal to this state, this country that we call home, Antigua and Barbuda. So we don't expect that individuals, because of maybe political differences, will choose to become laggards or, choose not to contribute. We expect everyone to sweat, as they said, the Bible says, by the sweat of your brow you shall eat bread. I want everybody to eat bread, so you have to sweat, you have to work, you have to perform. And that is the call that I'll be making in my New Year's speech for 2022. And I want to say here, every single person on the island, even if you are not a citizen, even if you are an illegal immigrant, we want you to be part of this strong recovery. In fact, I'm contemplating whether or not we should not perhaps give an amnesty to the immigrants here who, for whatever reason or reasons, maybe here illegally. We don't want anybody, to be in a situation which they cannot contribute if they live here permanently. So that's a discussion I'll be having with my colleagues next week and the upcoming weeks to determine whether or not we give an amnesty to the immigrants who are here, whose time may not be up to date in the country. In fact, for some reason, it has been an issue in Antigua and Barbuda, in which we have continued to have immigrants who've been here for 10 years, 15, 20 years, who for some reason, and I'm not encouraging people not to keep this status current. I mean, it is illegal not to keep your status current, but at the same time, in a small society, and recognizing many of these individuals, they are well integrated in our society. They have homes, they have they work, they have children here. We have to be flexible enough to allow for some formal integration of these individuals in the society as we seek to get the contribution of all. So I will certainly speak further on that issue of a possible amnesty.